Now, finally tonight, he was the mastermind of London's 2012's Olympic success, and today Lord Coe returned to his home city of Sheffield to see for himself the legacy of those games.
Yes, he met up with boxing champions Anthony Joshua and Nicola Adams before officially opening the new £16 million Graves Sport and Health Centre.
Well, David Hurst is live for us tonight at the Graves Centre. David.
Yes, John, and this to many is what the Olympic legacy is all about. Great facilities here at Graves. Over there you can see a class of trampolining youngsters, hopefully inspired by Bryony Page's silver medal in Rio. And over in the far corner over there, gymnastics, all of it community based. Now, there's been a lot of controversy, obviously, over the demolition of the Don Valley Stadium, but Lord Coe came here to look around to see what's going on, and he said he was proud not only of his roots, but also of what he calls the Olympic legacy. Just a warning that my report contains some flash photography.
Yeah, all good. 2, 3.
He's a regular visitor to Sheffield, and heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua became the latest addition to the Hall of Champions today. Helped at the English Institute of Sport by one of the city's most famous sporting sons, Lord Coe, and both of them big believers in Olympic legacy.
Even now, boxing is really it's rough and ready. So I agree with it because it needs to be rough and tough because we're sportsmen, we're competitive. At the same time, it needs the science, it needs the nutrition, so people can prolong their careers with the right equipment.
And there are many athletes like Joshua who are drawn to train in Sheffield, not forgetting the city's own sporting heroes, Jessica Ennis-Hill, Joe Root, Kell Brook and Nick Matthew, to name a few. But while there's no question Sheffield's growing Olympic Legacy Park boasts some of the best facilities around, there's also criticism that the Don Valley Stadium should never have been demolished and that too much funding is diverted to elite sport instead of the grassroots.
The one thing we wanted off the back of the Games in London was legacy in every manifestation. Of course in sport, but the physical activity agenda is very important, and that doesn't always include people who are necessarily going to want to play sport.
Come here any day and you'll see 95% of this building is for the community. Most weekdays you've got schools coming in here and you've got an Olympic champion, as it were, training at the back called Jessica Ennis, and then you've got all the schools in here week in, week out, all using these facilities.
Later, Lord Coe opened the redeveloped Graves Health and Sports Centre. It's cost £16 million. And while Sheffield no longer attracts major international athletics events, it's another reason why it believes its role as a major city of sport is well justified. OK, well, I've got a few people with me. Tina, you're a grandparent. Does this make up for the loss of the Don Valley Stadium?
It does. It's an amazing facility, and it's nice to see that the money's being channelled into this side of the city for a change. We don't very often see much development around this side of the city.
I guess you want more, don't you?
We do, definitely.
Michael, there's always this complaint that grassroots sport is underfunded and undervalued. I mean, what are your thoughts?
It's nice that this money's gone to the grassroots, and these facilities are fantastic. And hopefully my daughter, especially Jessica, is loving being here.
Olympic legacy, what does it mean? Is it working for you?
It's working for me at the moment, yes. My daughter and my son both like coming here. So yes, it's definitely
reasonably
working.
priced?
Yes, very reasonably priced.
Tommy, quickly from you, you're a coach here. You must be delighted that you're working in these kind of facilities.
Delighted. Yeah, it's something that we're not seeing around Sheffield, and it's brilliant to see the participation go up so much since this legacy in the Olympics as well.
OK, well, there you have it. Olympic legacy. Back to you from Graves Sports Centre.
David, thank you. David Hurst, live at the new Graves Sports Centre.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Olympic legacy, what sport are you doing this weekend?
Oh, I'm running.
Oh, are you? Well done. I'm injured.
Oh, no, I'm in the marathon.
Here's John Mitchell.
I'll tell him. Oh, no.
Lord Coe's been back in Sheffield today to see work on the city's Olympic Legacy Park. It's what will replace the Don Valley Stadium, which was torn down in 2013.
Now, it already has a school and college on site. There'll also be facilities for the Sheffield Sharks and Sheffield Eagles. Lord Coe is a local lad, of course, starting his running career in Sheffield. James Vincent went to meet him.
The head of World Athletics, the heavyweight champion of the world and most of Yorkshire's media. Squeezed into a corridor they're calling the Hall of Champions. Seb Coe and Anthony Joshua back to where it all started for them, Sheffield. I'm sure Lord Coe won't mind me saying, but it was Anthony Joshua who was getting the most attention.
The youth coming through here, what I see, the kids that are popping into the gym and watching us train, and I've seen like the growing like attention around boxing, and I've been part of that and I've seen it develop. So it's a real blessing to be here, and I don't think I'll ever leave this place within my soul, because my heart will always stay in the EIS.
And it's ended up with you on the wall wall of champions.
Yeah.
Nice picture.
Yeah, nice picture as well. Finally, they found a good one of me.
Lord Coe was here to see the new Olympic Legacy Park. You might remember it as the Don Valley Stadium. Track and seats gone. A new college is already here and a new wellbeing centre is on the way. It'll also have space for the Sheffield Eagles and the Sheffield Sharks to play. Lord Coe knows the value of a running track. 2 Olympic gold medals for him. So what does he make of Sheffield's Don Valley replacement?
This is a city that understands the importance and power of sport. It's coming together in an extraordinary way, but it's been a long journey. You know, legacy doesn't happen overnight.
You'll have known the Don Valley Stadium well as well. Is this a better legacy than the stadium was?
Look, the Don Valley Stadium, I was sorry that it wasn't, we weren't able to maintain it for international track and field, but those are local decisions. But what I've witnessed here today is an extraordinary contribution to an extraordinary journey that a city has taken and embraced sport.
It's all high-vis and paper plans at the moment, but work starts very soon. Sheffield's 2012 legacy will be here in 2020. James Vincent, BBC Look North, Sheffield.
Good to see Lord Coe back in the Steel City. I went past there last week, actually, and the ground area they're renovating is absolutely huge, so it should be good.
When it's finished.
Now.